Oh, look at me with my fancy camera. Look at me.
Oh, look at me with my fucking. I offered you a webcam 4 fucking times, and all you had to do was pick it up. But you're a piece of shit who wouldn't even do that, and now you're bitching about it because you're sitting there on a phone looking like a goddamn potato with a headset on.
This isn't a phone, bro. This is an ROG 2500. This was a $2,500 laptop, but apparently the camera was fucking $20. What the fuck?
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try giving me shit
Holy
again.
No,
Come
I'm gonna stay.
at me,
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna
bitch.
stay quiet. I'm gonna stay
I'm
quiet.
in a mood today.
Four, three, two, Pillars of Autumn podcast.
Fart jokes.
Episode
14. Yeah, that's the one.
I'm way too stoned for this. We got Nick.
What up?
You guys got to carry this one. 1 second.
Oh wow.
I got my spicy cheese.
Ooh,
Okay.
that looks delish.
We got
Go.
Lucas. We got Ryan. We got
We've
Devin.
been over this. It's
Yeah.
it's like this is technically like
Okay,
episode
okay.
60. I feel like they
Okay,
know us by
goddamn.
now. Really, we should be going like, hey, we have Nick because he's a special guest
Yes.
at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm back. I'm
Nick is
back.
finally here.
I'm back for the week, and then I'm going on another 3-month hiatus. So enjoy.
Broadcasting from the International Space Station.
You only get one.
One
Once in a
small
while.
step for one
You're
small
like
step for
Kiss.
PP.
You're like Kiss, man. You're just like, hey, it's our farewell tour. We'll see you again next year.
Cork.
Yeah, I need to be more like the Rolling
This is
Stones.
my last one.
Still
We'll come
touring,
back
and
in
they
3 months.
fucking shouldn't be touring anymore.
Yeah,
Really
neither
good.
should POA,
Thanks.
but we're still trying.
We haven't
I
started.
wish we. Yeah, I was gonna say I wish we could tour.
Nah.
And they just upped the price of fucking visas to be able to get over the border, man.
Obviously.
Well, yeah,
Like-
during
like,
this
fuck
time, they
us,
don't
man.
want you coming over the border.
No, they mean like in 2021 they're jacking the price up to like $3,000 a person or $4,000 a person or something.
So they're doubling it essentially.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
all the
fucking
countries gotta make their money
insane.
back. You gotta make it back. somehow.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but that would suck. It'd be like so. How long does like a working visa for music like last for? Like, is it a long time, or do you got to like use that like try to recoup the money you're spending on that visa by selling?
Yeah, I
merch
think
and
it's
shit on
2
tour?
weeks. I think that's all you've got is 2 weeks if you're doing like a band side visa kind of thing. I think you get
Holy shit, dude.
14 days. Could be 2 weeks or 2 months, but either way, it's not like it's nothing special.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Especially like now when it just makes me sad because like now when musicians and like artists and venues and everything are taking the worst hit of any industry, you're just gonna fucking go, hey, fuck you. Yeah, you're not allowed over here anymore unless you pay this absurd amount of money.
Yeah, well,
Hey, man, I don't want to go over there anymore right now. Anyway, but
The
I
fans
do.
are like, bro, this is your first time touring in the U.S. and your fucking shirts are $70, guy. I'm not watching Iron Maiden. What the fuck,
no, it's right.
bro? Please, I
logo
need to-
print tee, $150 plus a signature that says your firstborn child can be ours.
every t-shirt you buy is another Grand Slam bought at Denny's for the boys. we
we
need
do
to
that?
eat, please. Feed touring musicians.
Can we fucking do that for the love of God? Just like, listen, you want to buy a sweater, one of the like the long sleeve tees? We will 100% give it to you, but you have to buy everyone a Grand Slam.
That'd be
forward.
awesome. There you go. And the guy's like, how did a fucking $25 shirt just become like an $120 trip to Denny's? What the fuck?
It's a $45 shirt, first of all.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna have 5 jerseys left over after I get our jerseys that we'll be able to sell. I don't know what we'll price them at, or maybe
Wait, we're
we'll just
selling those.
5 of them. It's gonna be like a very
we're
very
only
limited,
selling
very
5,
very
okay.
limited. Yeah.
I'm like, I
'Cause
thought they were
I-
just for us.
it's-
I
it's
thought
a
they
10
were special.
No, it's a 10 minimum. It's a 10
they were
minimum.
gifts, and you're
Well, then
selling them off
okay.
to fucking
I'm
neckbeards.
gonna wear mine or
They're
free
not
mine?
one of a kind.
It's 10
Okay,
of a
see
kind,
what-
apparently.
There you go. Lucas just offered to buy another jersey because he said he's going to frame his, and he obviously needs one to wear. So
Fuck you!
said-
I just want to
I
frame
wasn't gonna
mine.
wear one.
I just want to frame mine. Why do I have to wear it?
because we're Canadian, it's an obligation.
I don't
Is-
give a
yeah.
fuck.
You gotta have at least
Wear
one
our
jersey.
Canadians or Leaf jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, and it's going to be in a glass frame.
No, you need one to wear. I got my Carey
Why?
Price. jersey.
That'll be our gimmick. I'll get us like hockey masks and shit, personalized hockey masks.
I never in my life understood why
I'm
people
gonna
wear
bankrupt
jerseys.
you.
I do it for the cause.
What's what cause? Bankruptcy?
Listen, I'll buy the tour van and I'll live in it so that there's, all my expenses can go to the band.
Okay.
I'll buy a portable grill.
Kevin Smith.
Oh, that's true.
Are you
I do love Kevin Smith.
a great director? He's
I'm just
earned
saying
his-
the man looks good in a jersey.
but dude has earned his jersey hood. What do you do?
That's true.
He's been wearing them since day one.
Yeah, because he earned it from day one. He came out of the womb and had the script of Clerks just ready to go. Literally, like this fucking baby's coming out with like 3 goopy sheets of paper, just being like, "Fast food workers get fucked up."
I made some
Those were
really
his
great
first words.
films. I wish I could find them, but I made them when I was a kid. I made little home movies and shit, and they actually were not bad. I wish I could find them.
Oh, I
You just filmed your parents having sex.
I had the same sort of thing.
No.
Friends and I used to do like these little home movies. We did one for class, and then we got like hooked, and we did like a bunch of other ones, and they were not good. I hope those never see the fucking light of day ever again.
Oh,
they're
man.
sitting in
No,
a CD sleeve somewhere.
I did this one really cool shot where I the alien, like obviously I'm like aliens and stuff from Ridley Scott, and I had the headpiece and the gloves. And what I did was I did this I shot it all myself with just shots and cuts, and then I like cut it all together. And there's this one scene because I'm getting like hunted through the house, and there's this one scene I did where I went and sat on my couch and I was like watching TV or something, and then I hear something and get up, but I cut it so when I got up and then I recorded and I like wore the costume and I got into thing and I slid into the couch cushions down behind it because it was like a deep drop couch, so you could like go in behind it kind of because it like folded out. And I like went into there and then I recorded it and then came out of the couch. Like I was sitting and it was there and then like crawled out of it. I did like, I experimented so much with making cool, unique cuts when I was young. I wish I still had that shit.
Damn.
Did I tell you why I stopped making movies
Creative
as a
little
kid?
fucker.
Why?
I got the cops calling me twice, and that second time was just kind of like, okay, I'm out.
How old are you?
What would you do?
I must have been no older than 10. All right.
This is in Brampton?
This is in Brampton.
Yeah.
So what a bunch of 3 friends and I, what we would do is I had this decent fucking little point and shoot camera that shot like 480p video, right?
Yeah.
But it was around the time Halo came out, so we started making those fucking like first person shooter videos. So you'd like go to the dollar store, buy all the weird looking fake guns, and then just like plant the camera on top and run around, so make it look like you're fucking
you're like this.
So first time I don't think anyone called the cops. The cops just kind of rolled by and saw like a kid holding a giant blade that was very clearly from the dollar store, but I guess from a distance it's like, oh yeah, that 7-year-old's wielding a machete. So fuck it, right? So he just comes over, stops, looks in the bag, makes sure it's all plastic, and goes, okay, cool. Keep doing your thing. Just, be careful because it might look bad.
Oh my god, dude.
And then it was like
Kids can't play?
It was like 2 weeks later. We're doing the same thing in a park. And you might know this park, Nick. It's once you go down Highway 10, you know that giant fucking hill up by Beauvard? There's a giant fucking hill and like a big valley, and there's a park right at the top of that thing.
You're not talking about Chinguzi, are you?
It might be Chinguzi.
I lived right next to there.
The fucking rich kid area that was like just further down Chinguzi.
Oh, Castlemore.
That was it, Castlemore.
Yeah, Castlemore.
So we're in the rich kid neighborhood, and parents in the rich kid neighborhood. Maybe 5-10 minutes there, cops get called again on these kids with fake weapons and a very clear like silver camera that looks like shit. Cops get called, and not only did they pulled up with lights and did that thing where they opened their door and kind of like peeked over as if they had their guns drawn.
Oh my god.
On 10-year-olds. So we're doing our thing. We're running around the fucking park with these fake guns and the camera, and we're just like, oh my god, yeah, I killed you. Suck it. And yeah, they just get out of the car, lights, woo! Put it down. And fucking 10-year-old me yeets this camera across a field, just being like, come over. They check the bag again. They go, okay, yeah, you can't do this. Like, totally different story as opposed to like, oh yeah, your 10-year-old kid's making something cool. Good job. It's just, you can't do this. Someone called the cops. They thought you were brandishing a giant knife and guns, and you can't do this anymore. I'm like, first of all, I'm fucking 10. Like, even if these were real, go talk to my parents, because very clearly I didn't walk into Walmart and walk out with an arsenal. And second of all, I'm fucking 10. So yeah,
Is the file still hanging around about that, or did you?
I have no. They took our names. That was it. Like I didn't hear shit from my parents later down the line. I didn't hear anything.
No. Do you have the camera footage?
Oh god, no! Like Lucas, it's burned on a DVD somewhere deep within my parents' collection.
Find
it.
it.
Physical tapes.
I'll see what I can do.
I want to see like that fucking like Blair Witch-esque like.
Oh my god!
Put them down, and the camera goes flying, and it just like it rolls, and it's filming like the grass. And I hear this little 10-year-old Ryan like, no, that was that. And then Ryan's making it sound pretty badass. The officer's like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? You're okay. Just be careful what you're playing with. Where please don't call my mom.
Again,
yeah, I'm sure that footage is somewhere. I'm just like,
find it.
I'll text my parents tomorrow and be like, hey, remember those old DVD movies I used to make in Windows Movie Maker with the blue screen transition that everyone loves?
Damn, dude.
You have to check for my notes.
It's too real. every fucking teen when they found Movie Maker.
Oh, God, I did the same shit. My brother and I would make kind of those home movies. I was a little bit older than 10, but we would just do okay. So one of the things that we did was we took it. You know those really big picnic like beach umbrellas. So my brother and I took a couple of those and went to our primary school, Ferndale, and then because it's one of those schools where it's so easy to get on the roof. Like it's asking you to get on the roof.
Yeah.
So we got onto the main roof and onto the gymnasium roof, and we get these umbrellas and open them up, and then we'll jump off the roof. The expectation is you float down on the umbrella like,
oh fuck.
What happens is you jump off, your body takes full gravity, and umbrella goes and you plummet to the ground. And we would do that. Oh, my carpet's bunching up. We do that repeatedly. That same day, we also set ourselves on fire.
What the fuck, man? What do you guys do in St. Catharines, bro?
Oh, another thing.
Fly off roofs and set themselves on fire.
My mom, grade 7 and grade 8. My mom made my Halloween costume because I just wanted to do goofy, funny shit that you couldn't buy. Grade 7, I was the Kool-Aid Man, and it was my mom made the actual Kool-Aid Man outfit. And then the second year, I was the Walmart smiley face.
So low effort but high creativity. I get it.
It just fucking memes. But over the years, those suits just took up space. My mom's like, I put hard work into those. I'm not gonna just throw them away. So I
have another kid, put him through that.
My brother and I and a couple other friends, I put on the Kool-Aid Man. My brother put on the Walmart smiley face, and we go into grocery stores and run around the aisles and like start knocking shit over and all that. And how we would cut it together is like whenever we hit something, it would slow-mo and all that.
Oh
so
my
like
God.
go through, oh yeah, oh yeah, and like and going through all that. My mom found the footage at one point.
Oh no.
And no, but this is because we put it on YouTube, and my mom found it. And she, had this moment where she's like, okay, boys, I just want to let you know 2 things. The mother in me needs to tell you that, what you did, you could have gotten in trouble. Happy that you didn't, but here's the consequence of your actions. As a human, though, that shit was fucking funny. That just
stated again
as
for
a
the
person,
record.
that shit was
That's like the fucking equivalent of a kid coming home and being like, your son got in trouble at school today. What did he do? Well, yeah, someone hit him and he hit him back. And then you're just kind of like, yeah, fucking, I'm supposed to scold you. I'm supposed to hit people. If they fucking hit you fucking hit him back.
I mean,
You're secretly, yep, good for you.
All that acting practice led up to Legend of Jimmy Laser, you big green screen baby.
Oh my God, right? You were just working towards Jimmy Laser your entire life.
Yep. What about Jimmy Laser? Oh, my acting
It was
career.
all practice. Yeah, it was just to get in there. The Canadian room.
Actually, there is a video. Ryan, you can find it. There's a video that in grade 9, my friend Johnny and I did called Paranormal Activity 2.5.
Okay, first of all, you're gonna find it and send it to me. I'm not
No,
gonna
you're
go
gonna
looking for it.
you're gonna find it.
No,
I
you're
wanna see
gonna
all the
find it. And
movies.
Shit
We're
was
looking
funny.
for ours. You're looking for yours.
I have to edit this shit. Please just send me the video.
Nah.
Okay, well, it's not going in. Here's the spot where it won't go in.
While you're at it, and so you're sending him that video, send me the May Soros at sale demo, please. I've been asking for quite a while. You won't give it to me?
I have
Sorry,
the
I'll
disc
send it to
somewhere,
you.
but this one has files.
Yeah. Lucas is gonna send it to me.
Behind
God
me in my
bless.
Mac.
Fucking Jacob. Jacob got tagged in something a few days ago. It was like his first band's ever demo CD. Like they're joking about it, whatever. And I just messaged him and I'm like, "You're gonna send me that, right?" And he's like, "Bro, I was 14. It probably sounds like dog shit." I'm like, "I don't care. I live for that shit." Saint
Yeah.
Anger snare, fucking really, really dirty, like fucking vocals.
Weren't you supposed to be at Dev's today to record new things that I can't talk about or he'll yell at me?
That was yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday.
We only got 2 done out of an
Can't say
undisclosed
it.
amount.
Can't say it. Can't say it.
It could be 30. It could be 30 tracks. You don't fucking know that. Buy our album.
And we're talking about racetracks, by the way, owning racetracks.
We should just release the album and just have it no track list on the back and just literally just times 0000000 and they'd have some figured out on their own.
Except Spotify
Fill in the
exists.
blanks.
That's only for people who physically buy a CD and put it in. Like everyone else on Spotify is immediately gonna not get it.
No.
Next-
On Spotify, it's gonna be like one 45-minute song with weird transitions.
Even better, what you should do is upload like fake tracks of just silence. Like 3 minutes and 45 seconds of just silent. Just name them all things that could be on the album where there's actually 30 tracks, but only like however many of them are actually music.
Hasn't someone done that? Like I remember there was
Probably.
someone tried to sue this guy in the sense that it's like this isn't music, and it was kind of like the whole John Cage, John Cage, the guy who composed 3 minute 15
Oh,
seconds.
350, yeah.
Where the song, it's just silence, right? And use that same argument to say, what is music? What is art? Right? I never said this album was going to be guitars and pianos and stuff. I just here's my music.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you want with it.
I mean, Death Clock did it for Fish, so.
And every
That's what I'm saying,
purchase.
Like someone released an album of silence, and because it's art, they can still collect the royalties off nothing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait,
That's a
how do you license that? Because if there's a silent point in a film, like the whatever the Canadian version of it.
What it comes down to is one of the big arguments in that as well was how is it recorded? Are you just uploading 3 minutes and 30 seconds of silence, like actual silence, like digital
recorded-
silence? Listen, digital silence. Like if I just no mics or no audio input on my computer and I go into Reaper and I hit record, it will record digital silence, which is actual silence.
So it turns out the actual album.
Not setting up. If I set up a mic in the middle of a room and leave it to record overnight, you can copyright that. And you can call that music.
So what happens if we record the whole next album and then just mute all the tracks and then put it out?
If there's digital, because that's coming down to what intention is. Oh, I intended that the sounds to be there, but they weren't. You can't copyright that. That's just digital. That's silence. That's nothing.
Yeah, but it's. Or if we take it to take all the tracks and then bring the fader down to like negative 99 decibels.
Oh,
so you have to
if it's
crank
really
it.
quiet, but if it's there, because I remember Plot and You did that on Happiness and Self-Destruction at their very last song. Very, very, very quietly, like you have to digitally enhance it to hear it. Was the vocalist going on about talking shit about their previous record label that stole all their money, and they're like, "Fuck you, you can keep our royalty checks. You can fuck off." And
Jesus,
who was their old? See, well, because they signed to Stay Sick for a while, didn't they?
I think they're still with Stay Sick.
I think they were originally with Rise Records, bro.
I believe it was. Yeah.
Sucks to be Rise.
Yeah, Rise Records.
But yeah, so at the very last song, there's just this whole like shit talking piece about their last label, but they made it so quiet.
Can we do that? Just like a 45-minute track of just you subtly farting really quietly. Just right at the end, we've got a fucking banger of an album, and then right at the end is this 45-minute track, the entire length of all of the songs together, and it's just you every 40 seconds, just like.
I would just have to record fucking Amanda sleeping.
And then but then we
shoots all night.
listen. Then we say that we were looking for a Taco Bell endorsement, and that was those farts were provided by Taco Bell. That's how we get the sponsorship.
Done. Marketing.
Full
Genius.
circle. Ouroboros.
We have a new instrument. We have a new instrument to use in a new recording.
Code.
The brown note.
What's
We have
the
a new
instrument?
instrument.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck
What
is that,
the fuck is that?
dude?
Okay, hear me out.
Is that a shoe?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Hold on.
That looks like some Next Like the Hills Have Eyes type
That's a
shit.
joke. I was gonna use the one string on the next album, but Jesus Christ.
And
That's a
it's all
fucking-
bottle caps nailed to the stick, and then it's got this creepy doll head on the end of it.
What the
It's called
fuck
a
is
wacky
that?
stick. It's called a wacky stick.
Oh, it's wacky, my friend.
I'm too high for this.
Show the face again. Get the face really fucking close.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
That's the shit. Yeah.
Oh,
The point is, you have a stick and you hit it, and the bottle caps jingle, or you can hit it on the floor like.
I have change in my pocket that is less traumatizing than that.
Best instrument ever.
Holy shit.
It's from Cape Breton.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
I hate it.
I mean, what do you hate more? The one string bass or that?
That.
Good. So I'm using more one string bass.
What are those instruments? I've seen people use them before, but I don't know the name for them. But they look like a circular pan drum. But it's hard to explain what it looks like. But it makes
steel drums where it looks.
Yeah.
Like wait.
Yeah, like the thing that you sit down and you have it in the middle of you and you play
a Han
it.
drum. A
Oh,
Han drum.
Dude,
I
Yeah.
I
fucking
love
want
the
one.
sounds off
No,
of
I
that
thought
shit,
you were
man.
talking
That's
about
like
the steel drums, like the Caribbean style.
No,
Yeah.
these are called Han drums.
Dome.
They're
Yeah.
Han pawns, and they're so fucking nice. But you
dude,
can't
they
get them
sound so
anymore.
beautiful. They sound so beautiful, and it's like era type shit, early era, like when
I
you
have
hear
a
the
whole
effects.
meditation playlist
So
on
good, dude.
Spotify of just hang drums.
I have three
So good.
plugins that don't sound anything close to it because you can't emulate that real resonance without an actual.
Like
That whole B flat. Just
you hear that kind of shit in when I know we were talking about Ovid's Withering yesterday, Dev, but like in Scryers, you hear like that kind of drum or something replicating it like in a few of the songs, and I was like, fuck, I would love to find a way to be able to use something like that one day. Just sounds so beautiful.
it is a beautiful instrument. And,
Beautiful.
like, you cannot get one for cheap because like they're all handcrafted.
I can
the real
imagine
ones,
most. I can imagine.
That's
yeah.
like a $5,000 investment to just be like. A lot of instruments are like that. Like I would love to learn how to play the cello. I don't know why that I find the cello one of the most beautiful instruments ever. But I can't just go down to fucking Lon McQuaid and pick up like a $100 cello. You
wanna
gotta
split
buy.
one?
You gotta buy like a $3,000 fucking cello. Like,
Do you want to
there's
split one? Because I want a double bass.
Double bass and cello is not the same thing, though.
It's essentially the same thing.
No, it's
You just use a
not.
bow. Come on.
I mean, like,
we can go and get a fucking
A
nice.
cello is like up to here. A double bass, you gotta fucking stand. A cello
Exactly.
is not.
Come on, just let's go in on a double bass. You'll get
No,
everything
I
you need
want
to do.
Cello. It's
Come
a
on.
different instrument.
Cello's better.
It's like $1,600 for this nice upright electric bass.
No,
Come on,
No.
come
but
on.
I would love to learn how to play the cello, but like I said, that's like a $3,000
it's
investment.
the cello, but bigger. Come on.
Shut up.
Anyone else want to go in on a double bass?
No. Can't you like replicate
jazz?
sounds and shit like that with like certain plugins and stuff on
It's
like I know
never
it's not
the
the
same.
same. I know it's not the same, but like you can
There's
kind of
a
replicate it a bit,
certain
right?
Je ne sais quoi about
Mhm.
real instruments. Like I have bass plugins, right? But I would much rather get audio from Ryan. I have guitar plugins.
Can't fuck up on
I
a
would
plugin.
much rather do that.
Exactly. Like one day we should record an album like live off the floor.
Like
No.
Yeah. It'd be sick, bro.
When you were here yesterday, right? My choir plugins, I have oohs, ahs, and then like a couple of certain sentences. Where if you had a real choir, that would sound dope. But all I have is
Yeah, despite great mixing
look at
technique,
different-
POA has never had an actual orchestra on the album.
You get ones where you
So-
can program
I
words.
would love to have like live, like orchestrals, like
Well-
Septic Flesh and
Well,
Flesh on
if
Apocalypse.
Taco
Bro,
Bell
all you do
sponsors
is
us,
go
and if
to,
people buy our merch, then we'll be able to do that.
We got that
So
Taco
if you're
Bell
watching
choir
this,
money.
if you're watching this, Taco Bell, fucking dickhead representative, please, we've been begging you, please.
Don't call him a dickhead.
You know, you can
Please.
just go to like any like either like you can go to like a college, university, high school, or like local community church and just ask their choir to do something. You can probably just chip them a bunch of cash and they'll probably love it.
Yeah,
and do
but
it.
they're shit.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to go out.
Fuck those students.
Put a bunch of
Sibelius
people together and they sound
actually
decent enough.
fucking write out music.
Pull together.
Oh
pull
yeah,
together
Dev has
the
to
old
put in
music
work.
class.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, 'cause that means
Hogwarts, yo,
in
get
order
the
to
kid
get
from Hogwarts.
an actual orchestra to do it, I gotta write the fucking music.
Well, think about it this
I don't
way.
want to go into Sibelius and write the fucking music. I
Think about it
fuck
this way.
that.
Get
In the
moving,
near
bitch.
future, with Elon Musk's cybernetic implants, you could essentially MIDI write a choir and put it
With
into
my
their
brain?
heads.
That'd be sick.
No, you
Can I
just write out the MIDI and then they upload it to their brain link. And they're like, oh yeah, A sharp, okay.
I would love that.
I would love that, right? You could just MIDI program fellow musicians. So you hire a musician who's like, oh yeah, I spent the money on the brain implant, so just send me the MIDI.
Would I be able
I got
to
it.
MIDI program you to look me in the eyes when we make love?
No, that's many years in the future.
I'd
We'll be dead
actually-
and flaccid by then.
I'd actually be able to get an implant that I could go like I could think of like a song thing in my head because I'm musically illiterate, and I could be like, "Here you go." Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Oh,
Song thing.
well, you know, a beat.
That is a
You
term.
go to
That is a
past
musical
you go to
term.
past your musical thought and instead you pass your traumatic childhood and then it's like, oh god.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what if I'm accidentally sending him scenes from the last movie I watched? Oh, my bad. Sorry, thoughts crossed
I
over.
go to transmit Ryan some of the new bass parts, but I transmit him the same picture of my dick again.
Oh, you want me to pull that up and put it on?
Why were you thinking about it, bro? Why were you thinking about it that got
I'm
sent to him
always
again?
thinking about that
Who
photo.
isn't thinking about it?
It pops up every so often when I'm scrolling to find like a meme that I saved, and I'm just like, oh, good morning, Dev.
You're gonna go on a date and try to show a girl pictures of your cats, and then they're gonna scroll past a picture of my dick, and they're gonna be like, "What was that?" You gotta go, "Hey, by the way, I keep
That's not mine. I'm just
I
holding
keep-
it for a friend.
I keep and cherish a photo of my lead guitarist.
I'm
first
just,
thing
I'm just
I'm gonna
holding
say-
it for a friend.
The first
I'm
thing I'm
just
going to say
holding
is
for
if I'm scrolling through my phone,
I was holding it for a friend.
if I'm scrolling through my phone and a girl sees a picture of your dick, the first thing I'm going to say is like, hey, listen, it could be worse. And then show that off and then tell
Could
the
be
story.
worse.
It could be worse. It could be this dick. So there you go.
Yeah,
Why?
the story makes it 10 times worse too.
I know.
It makes
Oh
it
my
so.
God.
Dude, I'll never forget being at that fucking bus stop in the morning and being like, "What the fuck, Ryan? What the fuck?" the old lady behind me going,
And then the immediate follow up is, "Oh yeah, that's mine."
"Yeah." I was like, I
What was
respect
so-
the man who owns it.
Everybody's
gonna say,
standing around. Nick
what
is
was
immediately
so
going on Tinder.
surprising-
Like,
We're so surprised that everyone assumed that I would lie. Everyone's
Oh,
surprised
no.
where I was like, "Yeah, that's my dick. Here's what happened." But what am I gonna be? Oh, it's not mine. Oh, Dev, why do you have that strange
just-
cock on your phone?
I'm just holding it for a friend. I'm just holding it for a friend.
Like, yeah,
That's what I
it was-
did
it's
too, but
my
then
dick.
we broke
two
up.
hands or one?
One hand.
One hand.
The caption is what made it though. I might put the picture up, but like blur everything except the caption.
No, don't.
No.
Out of respect, keep my cock away from
Ah,
the public.
Fine. Only because I feel like it's a felony.
It technically is,
Yeah, I know.
especially since you have audio recorded and video recorded of my non-consent.
Yeah,
It's a one-party consent state. As long as I'm part of the conversation, it's fine.
that sounds right to me.
That sounds like rape.
No, it's a one-party
Oh,
consent state. As long as I'm
one-party-
consenting and we're doing something, it's just fine.
No, that's rape. That's
Sorry, buddy. It's like if I record it, it's totally fine because I'm part of
Sorry,
it.
buddy.
Sorry.
This sounds
No.
very, very much like
Sorry,
events that have
buddy.
transpired this past week that none shall talk about.
Talk about it.
Fuck.
Oh,
No, I don't want to talk about
Talk
it.
about it. Say it.
Is it
They
hard
keep-
evidence?
Everyone knows this shit.
If you go onto their fucking page and look at any post, they've deleted every single comment that mentions it.
Oh my god,
Dude, imagine
They're
just
doing
tossing talent
they're
away,
doing
bro.
Huge damage. And you know what's here's they're doing all this damage recovery, and people are starting to just forget about it. This is gonna fall on deaf ears completely.
it happens.
It's fucked.
No, I think there's enough on their personal accounts, like what I've been seeing on like personal things, that it'll hold them accountable for a long
But
time.
I'm talking
For
about
context, can we at least say who it is so they can do their own research and make their own opinion?
No, I would keep that out. It's not necessary.
It's fine. All right.
Or for journalistic purposes, I guess.
For the record, I'm probably just gonna have it scroll along the bottom of the screen.
That's fine.
That's fine. We're not making any allegations, right?
No,
we're not
we're just talking about it.
But
I'm sure a lot more people are probably talking about this as well.
my thing is, I want more people to talk about it, which is why I almost want to say,
No, I'm here. Don't worry.
stop talking off camera, please. I'm too high for this,
I gotta open this beer, bro.
and I'm drinking
No sad.
really, really overproof bourbon, so I'm gonna get drunk and high. So,
Well, we
But you got work tomorrow.
Yo, you guys
Yeah, I
remember
do.
Danny Phantom?
what was that?
You guys might remember Danny
my God.
Phantom?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I love Danny Phantom.
Fucking Christ. We just got t-shirts and we got Danny Phantom shirt in. Fuck yeah.
Is it?
They're
coming
bringing that
back?
shit
Like,
back, eh?
I just 'cause it's popular again, probably. Who knows?
Really?
Remember when they ruined Fairly Odd Parents?
They ruined a lot of things. You guys remember the
How cartoons
grown
work.
up version of Rugrats?
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yeah, all grown up.
I love that shit, dude.
Oh, fuck you.
I love that shit.
Fuck you.
Zoomer ass piece of shit.
I thought it was different enough that it was still like enjoyable. Like it felt like a whole new show.
No. Yes and no.
r/confidently wrong.
You fuck off, both of yous.
Listen, you got your own subreddit. It's fine.
I don't like this.
You guys ever
Takes.
watched a cartoon called Being Ian?
Oh,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
Wasn't that the one about the kid from Vancouver who filmed shit?
Filmed everything. I always
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
the one episode where Gob was on it, and because they're not voice actors, just like, "Hello, Ian. Yes, you are our biggest fan. It's very nice to meet you, Ian."
Remember
It
when?
was like the most awkward episode.
Do you guys remember a show called Yvonne of the Yukon?
Yeah.
From way back?
That was
Yeah.
a formative show
Or
for
like
everyone
or
in
like
Canada.
Jacob Tutu, like
Jacob
that kind of
Tutu.
shit.
Yeah.
Angela Anaconda.
Jacob Tutu.
Yeah, Angela. A lot of people think Angela Anaconda is a complete fucking fever dream.
No,
They're just like, I completely forgot
remember
about that
one
existing.
vividly.
Yo,
Watch it be-
Digimon the movie.
Vividly.
Watch it be Amanda Python, and it's just a Mandela effect going on. Like we all thought it was a different snake.
No.
Dude, the whole Berenstain Bears thing fucking ruined my like early 20s.
Sorry, it's Berenstain. This is
That would
our
be-
existence.
That would be up at night, like searching through, like researching this fucking
I
Berenstain
went
Bears thing.
deep. Guys.
you see-
Look, no.
That's where all Dev's
I-
hair is going, to that
I'm
fucking Mandela Effect shit.
I'm pretty open. Shut up. I'm pretty open when it comes to certain conspiracies, right? Like I believe in aliens. Yeah, cool, right? But that's one thing. No, I got serious into the Berenstain thing. I had my mom go into our attic and get all of our old books, right? I was on the internet, not like, I wonder what this is about. It was more of a, I need to fucking know what this is. Like, there's no fucking way. My whole memory has
Sorry,
been,
buddy.
because I used to watch the fucking
You
the
get sucked into the
show.
rabbit hole, dude.
I used to watch the show as a kid. I remember I read over and over again the Berenstain Bears go to the moon, right? And the
Mhm.
whole book is about them building a rocket called Moon or Bust and go into the moon. And it's just it's not like one of those things where it's like Berenstain Bears was in my life, like it was just kind of there. Like I was into it as a kid. I would read all the books, I would watch all the shows, I was into it. And to be like, I'm not wrong.
You are.
I'm not wrong. There's
You
no
are.
way. No.
Berenstain.
No, it's a different reality. we're in a different point in time. At some point in time, 9/11 triggered an event
Oh no, what guys?
catastrophic.
What if these little weird changes are actually ripples in time from effective people going
That's
back
what
in
I'm
time?
saying.
Experiment
That'd be
in time.
fucked,
We
dude.
have
That'd
two
Or
be
different
maybe you're
realities.
just
No,
wrong,
guys,
Dev.
shut up. We have two different
Now I'm
realities.
scared FBI's
merging.
gonna come in my house.
What did you say? Take it back. Take it
You got
back.
two realities. You got the Berenstein and the Berenstain realities. They're colliding. That's what coronavirus is. That's what 5G is. That's what Trump is. Trump
Fuck.
isn't the president in this universe. He's the president of the Berenstain universe.
Actually,
we're in the right
dude.
one. We're
What
in the
about Fruit of the Loom?
Berenstain. No.
It's so scary
Fruit of the
because
Loom fucked me
have
up the most. Fruit
No,
of the Loom
have
was
you guys
really
ever
good.
looked into?
Cornucopia.
No,
There
I
is.
honestly the like. Do you think it could be? Have you ever heard of that story about the internet time traveler who was on like Reddit and stuff like that, and he would create these posts and he would give like all these events and shit that were happening, and there was this theory that they came up with that when someone time travels, it creates a whole separate universe. So you're not affecting like the universe that you're from. You're affecting a whole new universe. Dude, that's fucking
String
scary.
theory, yeah.
That's scary shit, bro.
Because
So
again,
So-
it's the
so what-
idea
so
that-
what Dev said could be very true.
Time and invented this universe because the other one fucked up.
That's
And now
we
Yeah,
could
we're
be in a
fucking
simulation.
fucking
There is a
just-
good fucking chance that we are
Okay,
Sims right
so-
now.
Which
Look-
fucking time traveler fucked up 2020 so we have COVID? Which one of you did it? Which one of you
but guys,
did it?
guys, seriously. Okay, so fuck, I'm too high for this.
I know, that's why I'm continuing this.
But no, I love this kind of shit because look, I'm not obviously 2020 has been a little rough for all of us, but it is so bizarre kind of rough. I'm not talking about COVID, right? If you look throughout history, every 100 years we typically have some sort of pandemic. That's not
Yep.
I'm talking about, especially US politics in general, is very strange. And a lot of the world, like especially all the shit that's going on in the UK with Brexit and all that shit's coming up again. Nothing fucking makes sense right now.
Think
It's
of it
so
this way.
bizarre.
Think of it this way. The further along we get with technology, the more likely our existence is a simulation of someone who's at further efforts of technology, seeing what life would have been like at this point. We could be in a simulation where someone wanted to see what would happen if
read all
Trump
the
won
articles.
presidency.
I've seen all the fucking videos.
Simulation
I
freedom.
get it. It's
We
just,
could literally be the byproduct of Sims 9. We're just a really good calculation, and there's some
that
fucking
is
5-year-old that just
fine.
wants to
You
build
have
a
to,
house.
you have to be quiet. Alex Jones will hear you, and then he'll fucking become obsessed with us.
Fucking Alex Jones has gotten
you
so
guys
much
talking
shit
about
right. I don't
fucking-
care.
gay frogs and
No, The Simpsons has gotten a lot of stuff right. Okay, someone's got to go talk to Matt Groening and ask him if he's a fucking time traveler.
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe
We're gonna-
Futurama. Maybe
this is getting
Futurama is a little
demonetized.
bit more. Yeah, really.
We're fucked. This is getting totally. We're not even. There's no ads. Enjoy no ads.
Dude, I didn't get into this shit to make money. Okay, I got into expose the truth.
Why is it when you're here we get ghost stories and conspiracy series, and when you're not, it's nothing but dick jokes and like times I pissed in a bush?
Paranoia will do that to you. Paranoia will do that to
the
you.
first episode of season 2. We have Nick here. Could we talk about aliens? We had alien stories. Ryan had
Yeah.
an alien
Oh
story.
yeah, we did. have
Okay,
alien
we're
stories.
picking up. We're picking up 20 episodes later. Let's go.
We got 15 minutes left. Alien
We're
stories.
time
Let's go.
traveling now.
We can go a little bit longer.
Have you
We
guys
gotta
ever
talk
had
about
experience?
this.
Oh, you know what? Really quickly. Okay, I'll tell that story before let's go to the paranormal before we go to aliens because I wanted to tell that story about the blood ritual.
You already
Yes.
did.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that's what I said, Ryan. So I did tell the story about the blood ritual.
Yes, we had the paranormal
Yeah,
conversation.
yes.
We just almost had the
recall.
Yeah,
alien
I
Devin,
don't remember those
Devin,
words.
fuck
I
you,
said no.
dude.
I did. I said no, but I actually don't remember. So
Okay, basement blood ritual at my friend Tristan's house. Never do it again. Then I think I talked about the what do you call it? Rando nodding bullshit. The thing about the guy in the car behind the shop. Did I tell you guys about that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
so we got
fucking
the
weird,
paranormal
dude.
done.
that and
Oh, because it was on the street. We filmed our music video on it. It was fucking weird,
Mm.
man. Fucking weird. But yeah, alien stories. Y'all ever had experiences with the third, fourth, sixth kind?
yes,
Twice.
All right.
Twice.
Please tell me both were in Hamilton.
I got 3.
Neither.
Okay, good. The ketamine's not talking then.
It's not ketamine here. It's totally fentanyl. Speaking of which, anyone want any?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I don't have fentanyl. Please, feds. Just
Please,
it's a
yeah,
really
please.
weak
You
door.
just see Ryan's like, bust
It's a
right in.
really
Dude,
weak door. This is a joke.
A guy from Brantford just got charged with fentanyl trafficking on the deep
my
web
God.
to the United States. So
I'm kidding.
That's a next city over. Easy with that one.
I'm kidding.
Brantford?
No drugs here. I
Brantford,
promise.
get your shit together. Get your shit. Windsor, you too. Fucking get your shit together.
Fucking Windsor.
I'm from
Lucas.
Brampton. I'll take responsibility for us.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Lucas, give me your alien story.
No, Ryan, you had it.
Oh, yeah, I feel like hold
No,
on. I feel like
listen.
Lucas has a good one. I feel like Lucas has a
I don't
good
think
one.
I have
Dickbag
an
comes
alien
back,
story.
You ever seen
absconds
any
the whole
aliens?
podcast.
No.
Lucas needs his time. Tell us a story.
I only have sad stories right now, bro. I don't want to talk about. Let's just talk about aliens.
Aliens.
Let's
Yeah.
Talk about aliens.
Yeah.
Jeez,
with
last time I
aliens.
tried to give
I
you the
Sad
mic.
alien stories.
I've never seen. I believe in them 100%, but I've never had the experience with anything paranormal or alien-like. I've always.
Well, I mean, even if it's like, even if it's like you think the aliens exist and stuff like that. Like, let's talk about that.
Everything I've ever experienced, like paranormal-wise or alien-wise, has like always been proven, like justified somehow. You know what I mean? And,
and weather
Okay.
balloons,
college and had a pseudoscience class, and like we debunked crop circles, but I kept trying to find one I couldn't explain, and that was what we tried to do the whole time. And the ones we could get our hands on to study, like proper files and documentation, like we all proven wrong. There's some out there that I'm like, whoa, okay, like it could be, but it's like, fuck, man, like the kind of shit that they pulled off for the ones that were documented, it's plausible that the other ones are done similar.
Okay.
I totally believe in like extraterrestrial life 100%.
It's impossible not to. The universe is too fucking
Hold on.
large for there
Hold
not
on.
to be something out there.
But before we get into this too deep, I need to turn on Exoplanet by the Contortionist.
Why are you listening to music still on the fucking podcast?
we are
Dude, you have to just think that that's what I'm doing. You see this white light right here?
I thought it was
chrome.
Pornhub, but you're too dumb to put it in dark mode.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think they fucking exist. I mean, like in some way, shape, or form. Like I think it's. I don't want to like shit on religion or anything like that if people are fucking really religious or whatever. But I think it's super small-minded to think that in a galaxy with billions of fucking or trillions, unknown numbers of shit in it, there's no fucking way that there's not other life somewhere. It doesn't matter if they're intelligent, non-intelligent. To think that we're the only things in a fucking universe is very small-minded.
In one of many universes.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
know
yeah,
it's at
especially
the far end of that.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, I've watched a couple documentaries on it, and it's the whole if there's this, if you calculate every star and calculate every star that can have a solar system, and then every star that's in a galaxy, and every galaxy that's in, the number that you get of planets that can have life is too many digits for me to count, right? And the question though is, why haven't we had some sort of conversation yet? And all the different variables of how you can't connect with something else is so fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So even though there could be life right fucking in front of us, and how would we know?
It's also limiting it to carbon-based life forms. Like if something exists that isn't carbon-based,
not even carbon-based, but in the sense of like this, how we communicate with radio waves and shit like that, right? But who's to say, right? If we blast radio signal out into space and like, oh, nothing returned it, that radio wave could have hit a planet with life on it, intelligent life, human, like kind of like us, kind of intelligent civilization, but their terms
anyone who reads
their
cosmic horror,
technology for communications is totally different. They can't receive that, right?
Well, look at that massive radio wave that they recorded that hit us from somewhere out in the far reaches of space. Maybe it was someone thinking the exact same thing you thought, far off, and was like, wow, like maybe that's happening now.
But then you got to think about that, dude. Right? And this is another thing that I just love about space in general, right? So let's say you get that radio wave from a planet that's 1,000, let's just say 1,000 light years away, but it's usually a lot further than that, right? Obviously, radio waves don't travel at the speed of light, right? So by the time you get that radio wave, that means that radio wave was sent over thousands and thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
And you're just getting it now. Same thing. Like another thing that you can use the best telescope, deep space telescope, and you can get a big fat picture of a planet, right? In the next 5 million galaxies away. That picture that you're seeing is billions and billions of years old.
Yeah. By the time it
If
reaches you,
look
it's outdated.
So you're
Yeah.
seeing a picture that's so far outdated. Who's to say something hasn't flourished in that planet? Look how much humanity has flourished in the last 60,000 years. This
Fucking
planet
last
was
60 years.
But this planet
We've
was
adapted very
barren.
quickly.
This planet was barren for millions and millions of years, and then in our little fucking blink of an eye, in 60,000 years, we went from monkey men smashing rocks together to make sharp stick.
Excuse me, the world's only 6,000 years old.
Shut your fucking ass. All right,
Men
Dude,
lived with dinosaurs.
do you guys ever think
There's
like what it's
things
like?
that stop us from being able to see this.
I find it myself very often thinking about what the Earth must have looked like post dinosaur, but pre-human. Like, I mean, it's we
Cold.
still have wonderful.
Cold.
Well,
It
okay,
was the Ice
outside of the Ice Age, like when we finally started coming around. But it's wonderful to think like
We were
what
already
things must have looked like
kind of
look
around
like.
by then.
Oh, so
It was
like,
just cold and then normal.
But I mean, like
Yeah,
we
so
hadn't
saying-
dotted the
okay.
Earth with thousands of cities and fucking
But-
pollution
but
and
here's the
shit,
thing,
like
though.
untouched.
Humans were around at the end of the Ice Age, right? So there wasn't much of a transition.
Weren't we around like before the Ice Age?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Early humans in Africa, right? Africa and Asia, and then humans kind of branched out from there. But our
Pangea.
deepest orange or
Oh,
origins
Pangea?
come from Africa. So there wasn't really much of a transition between like post dinosaurs to pre-human. It was post dinosaurs, cold, like ash and cold and death, and then
Canadian
ice,
winter.
and then civilization over a few thousand years started to pop up, and then religion.
I think religion came before anything. I'm sure fucking Tyrannosaurus were looking up at the fucking stars and just being like, God long arms will save us one day.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I feel like it must have been weird to be like one of the first.
With a rosary with a cross with a raptor hung up.
Do you think the first person coming up with the concept of religion or the concept of a belief or faith in something was either like, okay, it's kind of scary, like existentialism is kind of scary, so I'm going to attribute it to something else, or you think they were like, aha, time to make some cash? That'll trick a lot of people.
It's both, but
Yeah,
differently,
probably both.
right?
Yeah.
Both. We're not going to get into the alien stories, but it's both, but differently. It's one of those things where it started off as we didn't have these answers, and that people in general do not like
the unknown,
not being in control, or the unknown, right? Like that's scary. So it's very easy to go, where did this come from?
Where did it go? Where did we come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Like obviously it was something bigger than us that can put this together, right? Oh, how do I explain this? I don't fucking know. Nothing. You know what I mean? What happens over those hills? Nothing. The world stops and you all fall off and you'll die.
People still believe that.
But these answers come from just ignorance, just not knowing, not like bad ignorance, just like I don't know this answer, so let's come up with something that keeps us safe.
Yeah.
Before we get
honestly,
off the topic of religion, have you guys watched The Devil All the Time?
Not yet, but it's on my list.
No, I want to watch that shit. It
on
looks
my
so
list.
good.
Do it. Do it.
Damn, what a star-studded cast, dude.
She explained it to me. It sounds great. It's long though.
Good.
But can we please get back to aliens? I want to get back to aliens. Please.
Aliens.
Ryan, you had a couple stories. I have a couple stories.
I'll give one because we got like 10 minutes left.
No. You'll get two. You fucking paraphrase.
No, we're not.
See light in sky. Sky's clear. Move. Light go. Get in car. Freak out.
We can go over time. I want to talk about this.
All right.
I have to edit this. I get to call when we quit this. I'll just hit stop here.
Yeah, realistically, we can keep talking, but he'll just be like, "No work for me."
I'll just cut everything out after this point and then cut it in at your end.
Right.
Okay. So I used to spend a fuckload of time in Caledon West, which is a pretty rural area north of Brampton. Just like it's basically rich people in fields, right? So it must have been. It was after a show with an old band, and I was going back up there, and then three of us were in the car. Must have been like 16 or 17. Like it was pretty fucking early. Like, so So Caledon East is nothing but fucking open skies. There is no smog whatsoever. You can see every single star up there doing its thing at all points of the day, right? So driving up, I think it's Airport Road, just going down there, and I'm fucking tired, but I'm looking out the window. I'm just kind of like, it's pretty. Until I see, you know how the stars will shine white or like yellow or that slight bluish?
Yeah.
And sometimes a little red.
Never seen one green. Like ever in my life. And I'm not talking like, oh, this nice little like cyan green, like a fucking deep forest green, but bright. Like a...
Like the light on my MacBook.
That.
Telling me that my webcam's recording me.
Exactly. So it was like that fucking like lights on recording green. So I start looking at it and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? It is not moving whatsoever. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. It's just a weird fucking star. Maybe something's dying or something out there. So I look away, and as we're continuing down the road, maybe 5 minutes later, I look back, and this thing is basically doubled in size. Like, okay.
That's fucked.
I'm just going to keep watching that. So another 5 minutes down the road, and it's very, very slowly doubling in size. So I'm like, the fuck is this? I tell the guy to stop the car. We get out. We start looking at it. So we're looking at this, and it wasn't as if it was coming towards you, because you know how things get bigger as they come towards you kind of thing. It just legitimately looked like it was growing, like it was swelling, like you put a sponge in water.
Yeah.
So it does that, and then we get out, we stop, and we just kind of fucking look at it. We spend 10 minutes just staring at this thing, slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger, until it was, like, you know, the northern star is like that big in the sky kind of thing, and this thing was like that.
Yeah.
So it was like objectively bigger than anything else that was there. So someone like takes out their phone, takes a picture of the thing. Of course, it just looks like black with like dots because it was like early 2000 cell phones. So finally we're like, all right, fuck it. Let's just get in the car and go. Get in the car, go. We kind of still watch it. And it was maybe another 5 minutes down the road. It was just gone. Like this thing that had slowly gone from tiny green dot to scarily large green dot was just suddenly gone. Out of nowhere. And I've got two other guys who will corroborate this story of just like, yeah, big green circle dot thing in the sky got bigger and then just within like a blink disappeared. It wasn't like, I didn't watch it fly away or anything, but it was just gone. That was it. I can't explain it.
I have a couple that are like similar, because that's my thing. It's like kind of like Lucas was saying with his that one story he's talking about that. These are stories that I've gone over and I can't actually come up with a reason.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for it. If someone can give me an explanation as what was in the Caledon sky, I will accept it. But until then, fucking forest green dot of aliens.
So I have two similar. So one is in St. Catharines and one is up north a little bit. I'll start with the St. Catharines one because it's quick. The situation was I was at my dad's mom's house, so grandma on my dad's side. And you know, it was like Thanksgiving or family dinner kind of thing like that. And dinner's done, so you know, kids go the fuck outside. And so I'm outside with my dad, my brother, and myself. And it must have been Thanksgiving because it was like sundown very early in the day. And we're looking up at the skies, and then one thing that my brother and I would like to do is we'd look at the satellites, like the stars that but they're moving, right? So we saw two. Because I remember this. Our thing was that we're really surprised that we saw two satellites going right side by side. So think of it like when you see the satellites, it's just two white dots, kind of the same size as the stars, flying parallel to each other, and then stop. So you can't see it on camera, but they're flying parallel, stopped. And then one went around in a circle, the other went like counterclockwise, and they both went off in different directions, just shot.
It's the Blue Angels.
So like my dad saw it, my brother saw it, I saw it, and it was just one of those things where we're like, what the fuck was that? Because we're sitting there like, wow, we're watching the satellites, and they fucking spin around and shoot off in different directions.
It was a space battle. China was going after the US.
The thing is that they were flying very slowly parallel, stopped, and then like fucking flew. Whoa, gone. So that was one. I call that one a UFO one. But the second one is undoubtedly fucking UFO shit. So we're up at a place called Eckford Camps. I think it got bought out by a different company, but it's near Huntsville, near North York, not North York, North Bay, Northern Ontario. So it's up there in like the Algonquin Park area. And we would go to this campsite every year as kids. And I think it was 2002 or 2003. So what the park is, it's like some cottages along a lake, Restool Lake, and in the middle of the lake is a kind of a smaller island. And one night we saw over this island, and there's like a kind of like an antenna on it. I just remember that detail. And there was 5 lights. Kind of think of like a dice, like the five on a die. So is that kind of shape, like 4 lights in the cube, and then
a center dot. Yeah.
One center dot over the hill. And it was our whole family, like my dad's side of the family, and just like tons of bystanders. Like anyone who was camping there was watching these lights over this island in the middle of the lake. And it's not like it appeared, we just noticed it because you're all on campfires and you're roasting your marshmallows, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, what is look? And then everyone starts drawing their attention to it. And it stayed there all night until the sun came up. And like there was just no lights there. But throughout the day, like almost all the fish in that lake were dead. Like just dead fish washing up on shore, dead fish floating around the lake. It's not a huge lake. It's not like Lake Ontario. It's a fairly small lake. I would say like maybe like probably like 50 kilometers long and then like 10 kilometers wide. It wasn't a big lake, but just dead fish.
Turns out it was a light show devised by the nuclear power plant next door to just dump all the shit, but no one would see it because they're looking at the lights.
Sometimes they
But you got and the thing is, it's like so it's
water to kill fish.
And kill some of the fish. What the fuck?
They do it once
I thought that was just like a joke or something like that.
No, they do it. It's fucked up.
Damn.
But yeah, no,
That's
the lights.
fucked,
The
dude.
lights were
Just let people fish, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is that these lights were like football fields apart. Like it wasn't like very small. It like island-sized distance away, just over this. So I don't know.
I just had a thought, and we're gonna end on this conspiracy theory. You ever wonder why population centers and the majority of the population never experience this shit, and you only ever see it in like the country or the middle of fucking nowhere? Maybe
Well,
there's
I feel like the easiest way to boil that down is because they don't want like. I mean, if things were to exist, you could say that they don't want to be seen. Like, I mean, it's fucking obvious.
But alternatively, the amount of shit that could go on in a sky that we can't see through the smog is infinitely higher than the shit that could go down in a rural area. Like the blanket over Toronto where you can see one fucking star, you can probably get away with a lot of shit past that, but not be able to see it. That's where the majority of the population is. Whereas if you go into the country, it's fucking clear skies, and that's where people see shit. So maybe the government's in cahoots with aliens to hide their activities by smogging up the cities. And that's why electric cars haven't caught on.
Do you think that they really keep like crazy shit inside like Area 51 and stuff like that?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I mean, like they're so heavily guarding it. There's no way it's just military tech.
Well,
have you not seen the release dossier?
We tried to get in last year and it didn't work.
No, but like, no, actually, I have the release dossier. They had
Did
a
you not
fucking
see
thing
what
released?
the government basically fucking admitted?
No.
Oh
like
yeah,
alien
no,
encounters,
like 2 years
astral
ago.
Oh, wasn't
projection.
it like the Roswell shit? Isn't that like real or something like that?
They declassified all of it, and it was fucking like
But
it was so buried.
Canada declassified we have a real alien protocol put into place
What the
that
fuck?
Canada released like 2 years ago. And same thing with Trump. Trump just came out and was like, yes. Yes.
I feel like the idea of aliens like must not have just come into someone's head and they were like, oh, it's a fictional thing. Like it must have come from somewhere, like something way back when.
It could have been seeing a creature you didn't understand. It could have been seeing shit in the sky that you didn't understand.
Because alien just means like different to us. Like we don't see it often. Like that's why they. Yeah.
Alien is self-preservative, so you're alienated from it, so it's an alien.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Lucas had to change the topic there because he's secretly reptilian and he doesn't want us catching up. I know you're a secret lizard boy. sitting there like, can you guys please stop talking about this? I really need to. I really need.
He's looking a little
Listen,
green, huh?
No, we've already had 3 FBI scares tonight. Don't make a 4th. Fuck.
Have you seen my stream? It's fucking. I'm expecting my door to get kicked in every day. It's fine.
Boom.
Yeah. All right, we're
I
at
mean,
the
I
hour.
would see your streams, but you only play Destiny, and that's boring.
I was
as
playing
hell.
Persona for like 9 hours previously.
Which one? 5 or 4 or 3
5.
or 2? Oh,
5.
Ooh.
Or 3 or 2.
That game's
Or 1.
fucking hard, bro, and long.
It's long. It's not hard.
For some of it.
Tiff,
I
stop
don't know, I
rolling
found
a
it
joint
hard.
and end this.
Are you really rolling a fucking spliff
I don't know.
right
He's
now,
fucking
bro?
diddling with his fingers on the desk there. I don't.
I'm pulling my
Oh, he's already high. Okay.
Oh, he's
End
pulling
this.
something, all right.
No, dude, I've been high this whole time.
Go work on those
Oh.
2 songs, asshole.
Fuck you, idiot.
Rent me bass tab, bitch.
Fuck you, idiot. Lucas, say something, dare you.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Lucas, end this.
Yeah, Lucas, end this.
Lucas, end
Nick
this.
should end it.
Don't deflect.
Nick,
No, Lucas.
Nick,
Deflect.
you know what? Nick, end the podcast. Wait. Oh, we have a single coming out October 30th.
Yeah, it's a month away. Let's advertise now.
Yes. We have EP coming out with Beguiler sometime later. November.
The single on
fall.
the 30th.
Yeah,
Single
single
on
on the
the
30th.
And
Please
Sato
buy our
anniversary.
merch. Please.
How old's
Please,
Sato
I'm
on the
begging
31st?
you.
How old is Sato turning?
5 years? 2015. 5
Is it?
years. 2015.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah,
5
2015.
years.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, buy our merch at postronofficial.bigcartel.com and stream our music. Because in the last 5 years, we've made $230 off Spotify with tens of thousands of streams.
Are you? We've broke $100 on Spotify.
That's impressive. That's hard to do.
I was about to say.
200. We've made more off iTunes with actual
Yeah,
hard.
because you
sales.
buy shit off iTunes.
Yeah.
Like I
Still,
said, man,
that's impressive.
I didn't get into this to make
5
money,
years,
bro.
200
Any money's good money.
$200, baby.
Fuck it, that is
Hell yeah.
still like
You
the fact that
guys
we broke
keep the
$100.
fight for us to get sponsored by Taco Bell alive. Please buy our merch. Please, for the love of God, we'll make a Taco Bell design, please.
Wait, okay, we'll talk about this after podcast.
I
Bye.
need to eat. Peace, bro. Peace.
We'll see Nick again in like 9 weeks.
Bye.